Bruh, any fool can know. The point is to understand. So after some major reluctance, I ended up watching a 45-minute interview of a black dude with dyed dreads and a blonde mustache. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard for me to click the video when I saw the mustache. That's why I ignored it for so long. But I felt like that beginning quote was appropriate because watching this interview helped me to understand some things that I already knew. Now, a lot of people watched the interview and they felt like this. AB, how did you graduate college when you can't even speak proper English? Good luck with the Raiders, you greedy, selfish moron. Or maybe they felt like typical wide receiver, overly sensitive, diva attitude. And listen, I can completely understand how you could come to these conclusions. I get it. But when I looked at this video, I came out with a whole different perspective. I mean, we're looking at a guy who came from a rough neighborhood, went JUCO, was drafted in the 6th round, then went on to become one of the greatest wide receivers ever. Seems to have his finances in order and says he just plays football for fun now. That is a mental space that I have not seen a lot of NFL players get to. So I look past any other flaws that AB might have. And just like every other man walking this earth, sure, he's got plenty. But just because a person is flawed doesn't mean they can't teach you something good. We've all learned from people throughout the course of our lives that has helped shape and mold us in a positive way. All those people are hella flawed and have done bad things in their life. I mean, these are facts. I won't get too personal, I'll just keep it on the sports level. If you played sports, you had that loose cannon coach who cursed every other word, and or the coach with the drinking problem, and or the coach with the inappropriate relationship with the math teacher, but he taught you toughness, resilience, teamwork. And you use that stuff every day. So if your high school coach that owns 50 tracksuits can teach you that, I'm sure it's a whole lot we can learn from a multi-millionaire, one of the greatest players to ever play in the NFL, Antonio Brown. So regardless of how you feel about the situation or how he handled the situation or this look that he's rocking, after watching this video, maybe you'll want to apply one or more of these lessons to your life. And maybe these lessons can help all of us get results like this. Cue the Wayne. If you want to go and watch AB on his new team this year or attend any other live sporting events or concerts, you should consider using the app SeatGeek, which happens to be today's video sponsor. Now, SeatGeek is an app that aggregates tickets from all over the internet with the sole purpose of making the buying experience simpler for you. They grade these tickets on a scale from 1 to 10 so that you can quickly assess the value of each deal, and they allow you to preview the view of each seat right from the app. If you want to download the SeatGeek app, all you got to do, click the link in the description and don't forget to use my code FLIMLO for $20 off your first purchase. Let's get it. Stop reminiscing so damn much. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. So I'm watching the interview and the guy is attempting to lay out AB's path, from the neighborhood he came from to the fact that he was homeless to a lot of drama that he might have had with his family, a lot of trauma. He's trying to dig up. JUCO, FIU, kicked out, Central Michigan, 6th round pick, raising up to become the AB that we know today. AB had little interest in really going there.
But you went through tough times. You had to kind of be your own man a lot. How were you able to kind of do that? How were you able to bridge the gap from basically kind of being on your own to then developing these great relationships? To being a 6th round pick to where we were pulling up draft footage, they didn't even call your name on draft day. Like, they just skip right past it to this. Like, what was the best part? Like, what was the most fun of it?
I'm still looking for her.
Yeah, I know we're not there yet.
I'm still dreaming, yeah. Like when I come home in the season, my dad want to call me, talk about the game, this person, and then if I call myself just keeping that moment, talking about stuff over and over, I'm not able to move forward. Mm-hmm. You know, every week it's a new opportunity to move forward. You know what I mean? And you got to have that really good mental capacity to be able to, you know what I mean? Yeah. Do this, restart. Do this, restart. And when you start doing that habit, you want to know that the people got your back there with you.
Now watch what happens when the interviewer asked about the future.
You made a good point just a second ago when I was saying basically like I was talking kind of past tense a little bit. Yeah. Like how much do you feel like you have ahead of you right now?
How much I got ahead of me?
Yeah.
I'm light years ahead of me. I got a lot left, you know, I'm still having fun, you know, I'm still driven.
You see how excited dude got? He really had no interest in reminiscing. Despite all he's already accomplished, he still wanted to talk about the future. And sure, he'd run down some of the things that he's done in his career just to let you know he's good, he's secure with where he is, but that's not really what seems to excite dude. He's excited about moving forward. And I would have to assume that that's the mindset that allows you to continue to be successful. I think sometimes reminiscing too much can be a hindrance. Your mind is still back there. Really, you need to be here and thinking about going there. Watching this interview made me realize how absolutely garbage I am at this. I'll talk about my come up all the time, and my thinking was always that I don't want to lose that. I don't want to forget about it, but it's there. Like, it's not going anywhere. But the more I dwell on that initial come up, the more I'm taking away from my present day and what I need to be dwelling on, which is my future. When that little voice in your head tells you you should pursue something, do it. Trust your hunches. They're usually based on facts filed away just below your conscience. That quote is crazy. By the time AB was a teenager, his dad, touchdown Eddie Brown, one of the greatest arena football players ever, had split up with AB's mom. Now, he was still supporting his son financially and everything, but you know, they had a divorce, life happened. But then when AB was 16, his mom remarried and AB was promptly kicked out of the house. Just listen to AB talk, he really idolizes his dad and he values his dad's opinion and everything very highly. So I feel like things probably boiled over due to that, but I don't know. He really doesn't talk about it in too much detail. But the point is, at 16, AB was kicked out of the house, and at that point, he was pretty much on his own while he was still in high school. So now he's got to rely on himself. From that point on, he made his own choices, and most importantly, he had to learn to rely on his own intuition and trust his gut.
You know, not be of the environment that I was from, you know, to be above it. If I do the right things, everything pan out. And I don't got to put my faith in no one because, you know, I would trust in God and myself.
Since day one?
Since day one, bro. I'm from Liberty City. I've been betting on myself. So you see where we were just at and where we at now. So
yeah, a little different.
So there's a big difference. And that come with, you know, having the right attitude, being able to deal with some negativity. I'm from Liberty City, bro. You think I had kids rank on me all day? Like, bro, your hair nappy, your shoes dirty. Like, bro, you gotta have tough skin. Like, that's how we was born. So it don't matter what no one say. You know what I mean? I know what I stand for. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. You heard my uncle say he know his worth. I know when you see 84 out there, I know when you see 84 out there, the way I work is gonna inspire everyone around. And if you're not inspired, you're just not wanna be great. You're just a regular person. And that's cool too. But what I'm trying to do is try and be special.
Yeah.
Most of us had that voice drowned out by friends, family, and just society in general. We're tribal creatures. We like to be a part of the group. It's hard to go against the grain, bro. And I don't mean just going against the grain for the sake of going against the grain, but listening to your inner voice and taking a path that it tells you to take. Which, let's face it, people are usually gonna call you crazy anytime you do that. So while most people's inner voice get quieter and quieter till you eventually can't even hear it no more, AB's was the opposite. He kept trusting his intuition from the time he was 16 in Liberty City, and it continued to raise him up level by level by level. Why you think he can sit there and look you square in the face with that ridiculous mustache and not be fazed at all? AB trusts himself and he does not care what anybody else thinks. And when people say they don't care what other people think, basically it doesn't mean you don't care at all. You're human, you feel it, but you care about what you think so much more that what other people think does not affect your decision. Everybody said he should have handled this situation dealing with the Steelers differently. And regardless to how people feel about it, he trusted his own intuition and it got him exactly what he wanted. He wanted to change the scenery and he wanted guaranteed money because the Steelers contract did not have any. He was going to be averaging about $12 million a year of non-guaranteed money. All the reports said that $12 million a year non-guaranteed to Antonio Brown was a steal for the team. Let me reverse that for you. If it's a steal for the team, that means the player's the one that's getting robbed. And if you say, well, he's still making millions of dollars, sure, he's making millions of dollars, but he's playing for less than what his value is. We're talking about a sport that's gonna force him to retire in a few years, and he's never gonna have the ability to make this type of money again. So he forces a trade, gets 30 million guaranteed, from 0 to 30 million guaranteed. Listened to his own intuition and did it his way. And like I say, regardless of how you feel about it, he got exactly what he was trying to get. So when you had that crazy dream or plan or goal that everybody says is stupid or too big a risk, maybe you should take it. Change your perspective. Stop being a little. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
You don't seem angry, if I'm reading it right.
Angry for what? Like, I'm healthy. I'm
Yeah.
healthy. I have a beautiful family. Like, what am I mad about? Like,
I guess it just feels like it was a really like a dramatic few months. Like it's you know.
it's just dramatic because, you know, the people in the world control the narrative as far as the perception of how they put out. You know, if they say be this bad guy, I'm this bad guy now. Yeah, I'm a 6th-round freaking draft pick from freaking Liberty City. I just showed you where I come from. Like, bro, it's no joke that I'm just positive and poised, because look where I come from. Like, bro, wherever you see a neighborhood, if it's news, we hit the hood about it. Like, if it's something going on, the hood's gonna pull up. So it's like,
I thought that
I come
was
from, you know what I mean? I come from like nothing. So it's like, to me, we done made everything already. Like, I'm at peace with life.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice part about today. Was kind of seeing.
There's no anger, man. We blessed. My dad's here, he's healthy. My sons will be here shortly, they're healthy. Like, my mom's healthy. Like, my life's great, man.
Yeah, you'll never know.